Shire Shenanigans. I'm Nicole. This is my face. And I'm so glad that you're here. Today is my very first month in review. And I wanted to do it like a podcast where you get to see me. It's gonna be kind of a long one because I've got several WIPs to show. I might not show all of these in every podcast because I probably am not going to make progress on all of them each month. But because this is the first one, I kind of want to give you like a lowdown of like what I'm working on so that we have that established, and then you guys can kind of follow along with me as we work on and finish those. Now for July, I only have one finish of any of my crafts, which, let me back up. This month in review is going to feature diamond paintings, cross stitch, and crochet. I'm going to say crochet instead of just fiber arts because I don't really have any knitting for this month. I am a very beginner knitter and I haven't really cast anything on lately, so we're not going to worry about that. But so for July, I finished one project. It was a diamond painting, and it was the Crafter's Den Summer Mystery from Jaded Gem Shop. She's beautiful, and because it's August 1st, as of this filming, this will go up probably tomorrow, August 2nd, but I can show it to you guys because it's August. See her? She's gorgeous. So this painting is, oof, she's 40 by 50. I don't have the artist for it because it was a mystery. I do believe that the artist and all the information is tagged in the Summer Mystery channel on the Crafters Den Discord, which I will have a link for down in the description if you guys want to join us. That is Sophie's, the Diamond Help Desk's Discord. I don't run it, she does. It's just where I am all of the time. So that's my one finish for any of my projects. I didn't actually finish any crochet projects. I didn't finish any cross stitch projects. I do have a 2-year-old son who I am the stay-at-home mama to, so I don't get to finish things very fast, and that's okay. But so WIPs, we're going to start with diamond paintings, and I have these mostly split, I believe, by shop. So we're going to start with Jaded Gem Shop. I have 2 WIPs from her. The first one is actually the Crafter's Den Spring Mystery. So most of this is just going to be black canvas because it is a mystery, and Jade's mysteries just give you a black cover. So I don't have very much of it done, but I do have this bottom part. I know what the image looks like because I spoiled it, because I can. The artist for this is Cheryl Baker, and I only know that because I recognize the art when I spoiled it. I really do need to finish this one soon, but probably not within the next couple of months because we have a lot of events coming up, and I will talk about that with my next couple of canvases. So my other one from Jaded Gem Shop is actually the first Jaded Gem Shop one that I purchased. I'm really slow with confetti, so this one's taking me a hot minute, but it's Family Portrait by Mia Owl. Now, as you can tell, I really only have that bottom part done. Yeah, so this one, let me find it, is a 50 by 50. Adorable art. I love it so much. But it is taking me a hot minute because it is squares and it is high confetti. We'll get there. This next one is really big and I'm probably going to have to stand up to show you. It's Stained Glass Dragon by Anna Wooten. I probably pronounced that wrong and I'm so sorry. From Crystal Canvas Art Designs. let me stand up for this. I've only got the top of it done. So this one is almost entirely crystals. So I have that part done. And then this is the whole piece. It is honestly maybe only a foot shorter than I am, which I will be honest is not that much. And then these are going to be, oh, I've got one other one before we get into my Diamond Art Club canvases. I do have a Craftedly one started. And this one I'm actually going to, once I'm done with my canvas for Fantastic Felines and ABs in August, I'm going to start working on this one for the Cheryl Baker event that, I can't pronounce it. I'll have it down below, but it's like Cindy? I'm so sorry. I know what it is when I see it, but she's hosting the event for the 2nd year in a row. And I bought this one from Craftedly a little bit before they went out of business. It was when it was on clearance. And I just love it. It's the Druid of Hampshire. So I'll see if I can get this up here for you guys. And then you can kind of see this bottom is all that I have done. I just have the bottom row of it done. And that's okay. I started this one a little bit ago. It is rounds. She is doesn't have the size. Yeah, nope. I don't see the size listed on it. Oh, nope, here it is. This one's in inches. Craftedly did theirs in inches, not centimeters, when they made canvases, so it is 20 by 28 inches. Pretty average size. Most of my stash is this size. But yeah, so I'll get back to work on that one for the Cheryl Baker event after I'm done with Freya for the Fantastic Felines event. Which, let me dig her out here real quick. So these are my Diamond Art Club whips. They're probably, I have the most of them. So this one is Freya. She's almost done, and I will finish her this month. So she'll be in finishes for next month. She's by Bug. See, I've got most of her done. Just the way I do her sections, it's just 8 more sections. I'll probably finish this the 2nd week of August if I had to guess, because one section can take me 2 days because of I have a toddler and I don't always have time in the evening because I'm working on other stuff. It's life. But yeah, like I said, I'm using her for Fantastic Felines and ABs in August. Fantastic Felines is being hosted by Sparkling Spectrumite and Anxiety Art Adventures, and ABs in August is being hosted by Kirby the Diamond Painter and Jamie Paints, and I'll have all of that down in the description box below if you guys want to participate in those events in August. It's actually my first time participating in those ones, and I'm excited. The next one is also going to end up being a event canvas. This will be my 2nd year of doing this specific canvas for this event. Excuse me. So this is Jupiter by Roytrin. She's huge. She's probably one of my bigger whips. She's my oldest whip. I'm gonna have to stand up to show you. So I don't have a whole lot of her done. So I don't have this top part, but I do have a decent chunk on the bottom. Last year, the browns kind of put me out. This was probably the third canvas that I've ever started. My very first, I believe this one's a square. So it was a learning experience, and I'm really excited to get back to her and see how quick I can move on her now. She is, let me peel back the washi here to get you actual size. These are hard to move. She is a 55.8 by 83.7 centimeter canvas, so she is big. She's one of the bigger ones in my stash, at least that I've uncovered so far. I have a tendency to not look at the size when I buy them, so we're probably going to uncover some monsters together, and that's okay. And then my last diamond painting WIP that I'm including in this one, I've got a couple of drills down on Primrose by Alphonse Mucha for Summer with the Masters, but this summer just didn't really go the way I had planned, so I didn't really get to participate in that event, and that's okay. But this one, she's real small, and she's kind of my travel canvas slash my travel around my house canvas. So I take her with me outside and into different rooms so that I can work on her while Ren is playing, because while he is mostly independent, he does still like to have mommy around, so I have something to do besides doom scroll. So this one is Sophia by Dragons and Beasties. She is an Amazon kit from Diamond Art Club, so you buy her on Amazon. She's very small. I've gotten 2/5, 2/6 of the way done. I'll probably finish this bottom probably by Tuesday, and then just kind of keep going from there. She's kind of a perpetual WIP. She's not really for any events or anything like that. She's just the one that I take around the house. So she'll probably get done faster than some of the other ones. And by small, I mean she's 32.8 by 47.9 centimeters. So that's 13 inches by 19 inches. She's not very large at all. She has a lot of fairy dust though, and I really like that. So those are diamond painting WIPs. And then I'm going to move, this will be where we go into cross stitch WIPs. Okay, so first one is going to be Here Comes the Sun by Stitchrovia. This is one that I got from Caterpillar Cross Stitch for one of, it was actually their second club box when they started doing their Caterpillar club boxes. So it's gonna look like this. You can see that. And I've got a decent amount done. So this is how much I've gotten done. I've got all of here and comes and the done. I'm still working on some of the embellishments around it. So this is what it'll look like, and this is what I have. We're getting there. I've been working on this one during social stitching at my local yarn store. Just because it's easy to take with me, it's easy to do there. I don't have to think a whole lot, and a lot of my crochet projects are huge, and they take too much brain power to do while I'm talking to people. So that's kind of like my travel cross stitch project. And then let me grab the other one. One sec. Alright, so I didn't realize that my son stole the needle minder off of this one, so that's fantastic and not entirely surprising. That does mean that the needle's missing somewhere, so that's great. This one, I'm not 100% sure where the pattern is. I have to find it. If that clues you in onto anything. I haven't actually worked on this one in a little while. It's kind of a long-term WIP at this point. It's the Create cell from Caterpillar Cross Stitch. So I've got that much done. What it's going to do is it's going to spell out create, and it'll have some fun embellishments around it. I want to hang it up in my craft room, and I started this before Ren was born. Yeah. If that kind of tells you anything. Definitely a long-term project. Much like diamond painting or any other hobby, it is much quicker and easier to purchase the project, or like the materials and the sals and all of that, than it is to do them. That's just the reality. But once I finish Here Comes the Sun, I'm hoping to start hammering out some more of this so that I can get a new project on my bars. And now, those are my only 2 cross-stitch WIPs at the moment. I've actually been really good at not starting a bunch of those. That might change in October during, like, I think it's 31 days of stitches. I'll have to check that. Black Nail Society does it, and I actually want to participate this year. So I'll get my stuff straight by then, I promise. We'll talk about it probably in August or September when we go over planning for those months. So next I've got my crochet projects, and I probably have as many of those as I did diamond painting WIPs. No, scratch that. I definitely have more, but I didn't dig them all up because some of them I'm gonna frog. I'm gonna tear out because I'm just not gonna finish them. And that's just the reality. And some of them are amigurumi that are really difficult to show. So I dug out the ones that I know I'm gonna keep working on. And the ones that are much easier to show. So we're gonna start with probably one of my longer WIPs, like my oldest ones. And it's gonna be this monster. So it's the Cosmic Cow from, oh my god, Crystal Creations. I will have it linked below. And I believe her name is Helen, and she makes the most beautiful patterns. But so this is gonna be a giant blanket. And it's made in, I believe this is DK cotton from Stylecraft. I will have to stand up to show you guys this. I'm pretty far on this, and I have to figure out again where I'm at, because I totally lost which row I'm at in the pattern because it's been so long. I started this, oh mother of pearl, 2017? Which part of me is like, wow, that was 3 years ago. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. That was 7 years ago. I should get this blanket done. Alright, here we go. This is the blanket. So probably the most fun part was that center. There's so much going on in there. And this is so heavy. Yeah, so she makes very intricate patterns. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, look at that edging. Yeah, so I've got a whole basket of just beautiful colors, and I have to relearn which row I'm on because I don't remember where I stopped. Past Nicole should have made a note, but she never does, because why would we help future Nicole? So that one will get worked on again. I really like starting blankets. Finishing blankets is a whole other story. I do have this one that I'm working on for my son, actually. It's supposed to be his baby blanket, and maybe I'll get it done while he's still a baby. He's 2. That's a baby, right? This one is a Tunisian crochet blanket from Tony of TL Yarn Crafts. So it's basically like, it's the basic Tunisian stitch with like a Tunisian waffle stitch in there. I'm making it using Lion Brand Mandala, and that's the color. I don't remember the colorway name because it's been so long and I lost the band. But the white is just Red Heart Super Saver white because I needed something easy to wash because it is a baby blanket. But this one's actually almost done. I just need to finish this bit of the color up, which might be another 10 to 15 rows, maybe, and then crochet the border, and then it's done. We'll steam block it because it's acrylic yarn. But yeah, this should get done probably either August or September. I've got a couple road trips coming up, and I like working on this one in the car. I know, weird to take a blanket as a car project, but I'm a weird person. And then next, if we're staying on the, so those are blankets. I have one garment going. I don't really make a lot of garments because I don't like gauge swatches. Sue me. Instead of just doing the gauge swatch, I'm just not going to make garments. I might knit a sweater at some point, but not today. The closest I get are like hats and mittens and scarves. So I'm working on, it's a Luna bucket hat. It's a free pattern from Hello Happy Crochet on her website. I'm not, well, that's not true. I'm kind of far. I'm almost done. So I've got like the basic part of the hat, and then it's got to do the little like foop that bucket hats do, and then I have to sew on the ears, but it pretty much fits. Like, it's kind of big, but it's a bucket hat, and I'm pretty sure bucket hats are supposed to be kind of big. It might be a little bigger than it needs to be, but I don't like doing fitted things or things that have to be a specific size. I'm not going to measure it. I'm just not. But I bought this really nice yarn specifically for this hat because I liked the colors. It's the Juicy Couture velvet yarn. And this colorway is Regal Blue. I've got actually quite a bit of it because I really like the bold colors and the glitter in it. So I'll probably make some other things. I have the yarn to make an Artemis hat too, and I might do that. Make my husband wear it. Next, I've got, this one is actually, I have to make several of these because lots of my good friends in the Crafters Den requested that I make Bluey plushies for them. I found a really good pattern and I offered, so I'm gonna do it. It's not a very complicated pattern. It's from I don't remember the name of it. It's in it's like plush something. She's on Etsy. I will have a link to her shop in the description below under all of these projects if you want to go find the pattern. She's got a lot of Bluey patterns. They're honestly the best ones that I've seen. They're very detailed, very cute. But I've got maybe half of the pieces made so far. There are a lot of pieces in her Bluey plushies. So I've got, let's see, we've got arms. I've got legs. There's a couple of other little pieces in here. I'm not going to show all of them because I don't want to lose them. I do have one ear. I have the yellow of another ear done. I just need to connect it with the dark blue. I've got her belly patch. And like her nose stripe done. I've got a couple of her spots that I need to do in her tail. ever nose done, and then I get to make the body and the head, and then you start doing all of the sewing. So she is technically almost done. She's probably 1 or 2 days of work away from being done, but that's 1 or 2 focused days away from being done. So I will probably have her done in a week, if I'm being honest. We'll see if I have the bandwidth to do that. And then on the Bluey train, I'm actually working on a pattern, or a project. I'm not making the pattern, I'm following the pattern for, it's gonna be one of those dog gnomes that you see in the show. This one, I believe, is a free pattern. I will have it linked. I don't remember the name of the account that made it. I'm so sorry. I should have looked things up, but I was given a couple hours this evening to do what I wanted, and I wanted to get this filmed because it's already August. But I will have all of the details for all of the patterns in the description box. So this is what I've got done. I've got the body, so this is his little belt, and then we're starting the head, and so then it's gonna like cone up into its little hat, and he'll have his little eyes and some little arms. This yarn, my local yarn store actually recently started carrying, and I was so excited when she started carrying it. It's so soft. It is the Rikarumi Neely Neely. You can see that. Let me get it closer. There we go. Yeah. Very small. This is probably either a DK or a fingering. Very soft. It's that chenille that like the Premier yarns are made out of. Basically this entire wall behind me is chenille yarn. I love how it makes plushies. I don't love working with it. It does shed really bad. So I've got that going on. And then the last one that I will probably be working on, so it's the last one I'm going to show, is my son's temperature snake. So a lot of people will do temperature projects to kind of catalog like how a year went temperature wise. I like the idea of temperature blankets and stuff like that. I've got a couple friends that are doing temperature cross stitch conversions, and they're beautiful, and I might do one of those next year. But I'm doing a temperature snake amigurumi for my son for the year he was born. So I've got this done. So this black band is the start of a month, so this is the start of January. And then these are kind of the temperatures in January. As you can tell, I haven't gotten that much done. I had to put this down when he was little because he liked to eat the yarn, and it is actually difficult to crochet with yarn that is in a baby's mouth. And it's really yucky to crochet with wet yarn. So I had to put it away for a little while. I am using Premier Parfait Chunky for it. I've got the ranges written down elsewhere. But this, I think I took a color out to make something else with it. It's like the light green. I have to go find that skein. But this is my color scheme for his snake. The pattern is that I'm following personally is from Planet June. She did a temperature snake crochet along about 2 years ago. 1 year ago. This was last year. I think. Toddler brain. She did the crochet along for it, and I've got all the stuff saved and all of that. I'm pretty sure you might still be able to get all of that information from her website, which I will link to what I can find in the description box below for that. So those are all of my WIPs that are WIPs that will stay WIPs. As in I'm going to actually work on them, not frog them. I might do a frog party with you guys when I decide to start doing that. But now let's talk about plans. So, plans. We kind of already talked about my diamond painting ones. I'm going to try really hard not to start any new ones in August. I have a lot of WIPs, and I actually have plans for those WIPs. So, wish me luck. Like I talked about earlier, I'm going to do Freya for Fantastic Felines and ABs in August. And she's almost done, so she's definitely going to be a finish for August. And then Jupiter is going to be for Sailor Summer. She's only a third of the way done, and she is a confetti heavy square. So I don't know if she's going to get done in August. I might get another third done on her for the event, and then I'll probably put her away for next year because I like using her for Sailor Summer. I do have other Sailor Moon pieces, but you know. Yeah, so she probably won't get done, I'm gonna be honest. And then the Druid of Hampshire I'm gonna do for the Cheryl Baker event. He's not gonna get finished. I'll be real. That event does go over for 2 months. And I am gonna start working on him once I finish Freya, so I will probably work on Jupiter and the Druid at the same time. We'll see. With the Cheryl Baker event going for 2 months, I'll probably work a little slower on him. However, September 1st is the start of Drills and Chills, and because that one does require a new start and a finish, that will probably take up a lot of my time too. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do for Drills and Chills yet. We will talk about that in the August month in review for planning. Cross stitch wise, I'm going to focus on finishing Here Comes the Sun. I'm very close on that one, and that one has been a very long WIP. I would like to get that done this year, preferably, let's say by the end of September. I'm going to give myself to the end of September to finish that one. And then for crochet stuff, I was pretty lax on myself for these plans. I want to finish Bluey because I told my friends that I would make them Blueies, and I want to get that done. And my friend Tiffany is waiting for her Bluey so that she can also get her Sparkle Ditto. So I want to get those done and sent to her so that she can love them. And then I want to finish my Tunisian crochet baby blanket for Ren. It's really close. It's really not going to be that hard to finish. And I have other projects that I want to put in that bag, so I need to get that done. And then last, I plan to, at a minimum, figure out which row I'm on this giant cosmic cow blanket. Once I can figure out which row I'm on, I would like to start making some progress with this. Don't quote me, but I think I'm pretty close to being done on this one, and it would be really cool to get it done to put on my guest bed and get this basket back. Yeah, so August is mostly gonna be, hopefully, the month of let's finish some WIPs. That way, this fall, I can go crazy on starting WIPs, because we all know that's the most fun. But that was my month, you guys. Lots going on, and this is gonna be our starting point for all of these WIPs. So subsequent months, you guys will see updates on these guys as I work on them. Like I said, if I didn't work on one of them, I probably won't show it in a month in review. That doesn't mean it's not still a WIP, it just means it didn't get any love that month. So subsequent ones will probably be much shorter than this one. But that's what I've got for you. I hope you enjoyed this. This was actually a lot of fun to film. I was really nervous when I started, but this just feels like talking to some friends, because that's That's what you guys are. You're my friends. If you liked this, please hit that thumbs up and let me know. Let me know in the comments below which projects you want to see done or worked on, and which ones were your favorite. And as always, if you want to follow along on my crafting journey here on YouTube, if you hit subscribe and the bell icon, then you'll be notified when I'm able to upload a new video. But that's all I've got for you, so I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!